Last time I saw you was at the big giant Met Gala here in
Yes,
New York.
that was so crazy because number one, the Met I worship and I've always wanted to go. And I remember I saw you from across the room and I was like, man, I was on his show and I sure hope he remembers me because I absolutely loved being on your show. And then you came up and not only did you give me a hug, but I don't know if you remember, you helped me with my train as we were going into the dinner. And I was like, okay, so he remembered me and he's helping me with my train. It was like I was so starstruck.
Oh my gosh.
I was.
Yeah, I do remember this. Oh my God, look how gorgeous. Come on, I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you needed help with that train. So
Yeah.
that's not me, but I wish it was. I wish it was me, yeah, whoever that guy is, yeah. Not too shabby. You got to do something very cool recently. You traveled to Vietnam and worked with Michelle Obama?
Yes.
How did this come about?
I don't know. Okay, so I got a call and I have a scholarship. I'm from Vietnam and I was adopted from Vietnam and I have a scholarship that puts Vietnamese girls through high school education. And she has the Girls Opportunity Alliance, which is all about educating young women. And our values, coincide. And all of a sudden I got this phone call, like, would you like to go to Vietnam with Mrs. Obama? And I was like, yes, I absolutely would.
Like now? I mean, I have a pack of bag quick.
Now.
Yeah.
Exactly. And so we went. It was my first time going home since I was adopted. So I got to visit the orphanage where I was from for the first time. And
when did you leave? At what age?
I was 4 months old, so I was a baby. But the orphanage is now a nursing home, ironically. But the curtains, the paint, like the windows, everything was the same. And then right after that, I got to go work with Mrs. Obama and speak to girls about the importance of education. And I stayed up all night long for like months thinking, like, how will I greet her? Because...
Yeah, no, I understand.
Like, it's not the monarch, so you don't bow.
Nope.
But she's my queen. So it's kind of like, I don't really know.
Yeah.
And so I ended up being like, I just froze. And when she walked in, I was like frozen. And then I was like, okay, I'm not going to give her a hug. I'm not going to make any sudden movements because the Secret Service, like, I don't want to be, like, I don't want to,
No one's going to snipe you out.
I don't know. And she just came in and, like, gave me a big hug in her beautiful arms. And I was like, I love you. It's amazing.
I know, I love her too. Here's you with the President Obama,
yes,
too.
I also met the one and only.
What did you say? What did you say to him? He's pretty cool.
I blacked out. I made him. Okay, the honest to God truth is I met him after I had met Mrs. Obama. So I was really just living in her world. And when I met him, I was like, hi, like, I think you're so great, but I think your wife is even more amazing. And then I was like, but why did I say that? But he was so kind because he was like, I get that all the time. And I was like, oh, God, okay.
I want to talk about the movie, To All the Boys I Loved Before. That was a giant hit. I would say one of the first, like, kind of Netflix movie hits that everyone was talking about. So much that you made a sequel.
Yeah.
And I think the first one was great. I think this one's a little bit better.
Really?
Yeah, I like it, yeah. Because, yes, I love you. I like the plot twist to it. And I love you and Noah. You and Noah Centineo. You guys have
He was just on your show.
I love that dude, man. I love him. I know you love him, too. You guys...
I do. I really do. Listen, we were just talking about it the other day since we're doing all this press to promote To All the Boys, P.S. I Still Love You. And we were talking the other day, and I was like, thank God we don't hate each other. Like, this would be a miserable experience because we spend so much time together.
Yeah.
But he's so great, and the movie's awesome, and it's a trilogy in the books, right? So we were hoping to get a sequel, and then when we got it, I was excited because I felt like Lara Jean had a lot more to grow as a young woman, and she's doing a lot of things for the first.
Will there be a third one?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
We finished shooting it.
Wait,
it's done.
what? That's done?
Yeah.
The third one's done as well? Mm-hmm. No way.
Yeah, so we
gotta come back for that one.
I know, you're gonna get sick of me.
No, I love you. Are you kidding me? But for this one, how do you want to set this movie up? There's like another...
It's like a true, honest, true love triangle. Yep. There's a new character, John Ambrose McLaren, who's played by the amazing Jordan Fisher, and he kind of comes in and rocks the boat. And we had the premiere a couple days ago, and we had a bunch of, like, the fan screening and everything, and people were going nuts. They were, like, screaming at Lara Jean, like, why? And it was awesome. So,
Isn't that fun? We love you. I want to show a clip. Here's Lana Condor in To All the Boys. P.S. I Still Love You. Take a look.
Dear John Ambrose, I hope this letter finds you well. Have you continued your interest in politics and diplomacy? I'm sure you're even more smart, considerate, and adorable. What am I saying? I can't say that. Dear John Ambrose, what lovely penmanship you have. When I saw your name on the envelope, my heart skipped a beat, and then oh my God. I cannot do this. Do I have to tell Peter about this?
Woo! Lana Condor, everybody!
On and on and on. I said, and it's on and on and on.